Outlander, Blood of My Blood Episode 4 included an Outlander Easter egg that may hint at how the Mackenzies will fix things up with the Grants. So far in the prequel series, we've seen several big crossovers from Jamie and Claire's story, especially regarding the Mackenzies. We already know a great deal about these characters' lives, but Blood of My Blood is filling in the details. For example, Jamie shared early on in Outlander that his mother and father, Ellen and Brian, met at the Mackenzie gathering when Colum was declared laird. Now, we've officially seen this on screen in the Outlander prequel. Of course, Blood of My Blood has added a bit more nuance with the detail of Ellen's engagement to Malcolm Grant. The Grants are a dangerous and powerful clan. Dougal got on their bad side in Outlander, Blood of My Blood Episode 1, leading Colum to suggest an engagement between his sister, Ellen, and the Grant patriarch's heir. Ellen, already in love with Brian, refused. However, Colum told her a story about the Grants in Outlander, Blood of My Blood Episode 4, which is where the Easter egg comes in. Colum mentioned Maura Grant in Outlander Blood of My Blood. Dougal and Colum in Outlander Blood of My Blood. Colum told Ellen a story about a man who had become engaged to a woman in the Grant family. Her name was Maura Grant, and she was reportedly not much to look at. When her betrothed saw her face, he called the whole arrangement off. The Grants didn't much like this, and the man disappeared entirely. Colum's story was a warning: if Ellen didn't marry Malcolm, she could wind up dead. If you thought that the name Maura Grant was familiar, you're absolutely right. This woman was also mentioned several times in Outlander, since she is none other than Dougal Mackenzie's wife. Maura was never seen on screen, and she died back in Outlander Season 1, causing Dougal to have a pretty major fit. Even while mourning Maura, Dougal mentioned that his wife had been a rather ugly woman. Dougal's marriage to Maura explains how Ellen gets out of marrying Malcolm Grant. Brian Fraser and Ellen Mackenzie in Outlander Blood of My Blood. There's no doubt that the Maura Grant that Colum mentioned in Outlander, Blood of My Blood, is the wife Dougal mourned in Outlander Season 1. Diana Gabaldon has Dougal's wife's name officially recorded as Maura Grant Mackenzie, and the multiple accounts of her appearance certainly line up. Ultimately, this makes it crystal clear how the Mackenzies will work out their Grant problem. Ellen may be engaged to Malcolm Grant, but we know she isn't going to marry him. She will end up with Brian and move away to Lallybroch. The big question in Outlander, Blood of My Blood, is how the Mackenzies will survive the Grants' wrath. Colum, perhaps under Ellen's urging, will likely offer his war chief brother to the Grants instead. Dougal will get a wife, and the Grants and Mackenzies will remain allies. Something particularly exciting about all of this is the fact that we should finally get a chance to see Maura on screen in Outlander, Blood of My Blood. She was never really a feature of Outlander, since Dougal spent more time messing around with guileless Duncan than sitting by his wife's side. Is Maura really as ugly as everyone says? Only time will tell. Thanks for watching.